Hello, and welcome to the Old Farm Bus Podcast. This is the back of the bus session.
We're in.
Happy days.
Hello, welcome to the back of the bus sessions on the Old Farm Bus. Today I've got an amazing guest. He's a very good friend of mine, to be honest. I think you're bloody awesome, mate.
Thank you, mate.
I've got a lot of love for this guy. I've got a lot of respect for him. He's a pro athlete, he's a bodybuilder, he's a politician to me. Like, I learn a lot of the politics from you, to be honest, mate. You've got many. You're a dancer. I love you, man. You're a man of many talents. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Shippo, Luke Shipman. You've got to woo yourself, man. Clap yourself in.
Yeah. All right.
This is beautiful, man. I was just telling that story a second ago, so I'll go back into it. But when I met you at the Foundry at the gym, I was like, again, starting out, never really went into weightlifting. I was always boxing, doing runs and keeping away from gyms. So I went in. I was on my own, actually. I wasn't with Jagger. I was on my own. I look over, I see a massive fella, and I'm like, oh, God, I don't know if I belong in this gym. Like, these are big here. And genuinely, I think I've heard of you around Ripley, or people, I knew Shippo, but I didn't think I would go and speak to you. Yeah. And I think you approached me, man, because I'm somebody who's quite open, I want to talk to people, but I've been in gyms where they're quite standoffish. And then you were fucking lovely. You were just absolutely a diamond geezer. And you said, mate, try doing this, helping me out. And I couldn't believe it. So have you had that response much from people?
It's a weird one in gyms, really, because everybody's got an opinion where they walk into the place and it's intimidating, the anxiety kicks in. And it's been the same with me in some cases, even though I've trained for years on and off. But yeah, people get the vibe off of you, covered in tattoos, piercings, and like a decent shape, and they judge you straight away off of that. And a lot of people think you're unintelligent brute, fucking Johnny Bravo kind of character, and it's definitely not the case.
I loved him back in the day, Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, who, mama?
Yeah, you're a bit like him, in the best way.
Yeah. I wish I had that hair.
Yeah, you're not far, man.
No, it is getting long. I've been cutting the sides myself while me and the missus have. And
you can't tell, man. Maybe so. He's a hairdresser as well, man.
No,
Can't get
I've been
cooler.
doing around the sides, and then my missus has been doing the back. And
nice.
Because I've got tattoos all the way up, it looks okay if you just shave it all the way around.
Yeah, man.
But I've none off the top, as you can see. It's a bit of a bird's nest.
So, when did you start gymming, like, as a full-time, I'm going to turn my body into a bloody temple?
Well, I'll start from the beginning. Same with everyone at school. A bit of bullying. Very little bloke when I was at school.
As in, you were being bullied quite bad, yeah.
Like I wasn't a bad fighter, because my dad put me into Aki Jiu-Jitsu and stuff when I was younger. Bit of boxing and kickboxing and that. But still, the little one, they get targeted at school. So yeah, on the way back from school, there was a gym down at the bottom of the industrial estate.
Yeah.
As soon as I picked up some weights,
Is this in Ripley? Sorry.
No, Hena.
Hena,
I went to Hena Gate.
Okay.
Nice. It went from there. Like the passion was already there. I really enjoyed like lifting weights, and even in school I was already the sporty kind of person, and I was just really fit. Like I enjoyed all that kind of stuff, and it was on and off for most of my like adult life up until about 2 years into the army. I did my PTI course.
Yeah, you've been in the army.
So for 9 years I was a physical training instructor in the army, and obviously that like bridged like all my PT knowledge. I mean,
I didn't know that about you, man.
Yeah, it's quite a simple course, but you bridge off and do like your own training.
Specialist subject, and awesome. And you went into personal training.
I did as much as I could, because that's been a thing with me throughout my entire life. If I really enjoy something, I can proper knuckle down and get into it. But when like learning about anatomy or the human body, it's always like triggered me, and I've always like switched on, and
even
I've been
like
able to learn it really well.
Like young, you just thought like the body is something.
It's always fascinated me, so I think that's what's helped. But I got really serious probably about 4 years ago now. I used to be a very, very like big party animal. Everything
I
under the
think I
sun.
see.
Can
Can I just side note a slight story? About 17, I went to the Regal.
Jesus.
And yeah, I went to the Regal back in the day. And I'd gone in, I think with a fake ID then, and with like Jacob Staley and all my old mates. And it was about 1 a.m, and you came in and I don't know what was happening there, man, but you were ready to go.
Fired up.
But it wasn't like fighting, you were just dancing, but hardcore techno dancing. And then me and you, like, you probably don't remember it, but I remembered you, when I seen you in the gym, I was like, that's my moment, that's where I remember him from.
Yeah.
And it was like in the Regal, fucking dancing your head off and having like a break dancing competition with me.
Yeah, I won't remember much from those days. There was highly fueled.
Yeah. Rocket.
Yeah, but I looked myself in the mirror and I needed to have a big word with myself. The way I was going was nowhere.
Right.
And I just quit drinking, quit like all the naughty stuff, and proper knuckled down. And within, I think it was about 9 months, I stepped on stage for the first time on my 30th birthday.
Wow.
I got third place and fourth place on my first show. So
First show, because I'm this world to me, like the bodybuilding, clearly very alien to me. I don't know much about it, but I'm fucking fascinated by it. Like the tenacity and what you have to put into your body and the mentality you've got to take into it. It's just another level. Like you true athletes, you've got to every moment be thinking. Like say footballers, I know. To a degree, they've got to be always on the ball. Sorry to pun, but they must have like the training, switch off time, X, Y, and Z. But for you, you got the diet at all time. You get up at, I know, like you had times where you're getting up at 5, 6 o'clock, doing your cardio, going into the gym, doing your day, thinking about what you eat. It's just I can't comprehend it, man.
It's a 24-hour thing. It's
please try and explain it to an alien.
The more you put into it, the better the results.
You've got 4th place in your first show, man. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I was 100%.
Yeah.
Like I thought to myself, it's all or nothing now. And what it was, what sparked it is there was a couple of people that had competed, and the physiques wasn't like at my standard, and I was pissed off. I was like, if they can do
get
it,
there,
I'm going to try it. And but yeah, obviously, like I was saying at the time, I was sloshing back a few grand's worth of booze and narcotics at the weekend.
Good to say, substance.
Yeah, and it wasn't good.
When you had that talk in the mirror to yourself, was it a definitive moment? Did you genuinely get like a session? You'd have been on a night out, substances galore, and you just thought, "What am I doing?" Genuinely. I'll
never forget it. It was it's quite harsh on one of my mates. Well, he's not my friend anymore. But I just got back from Malia, and it was a week full of carnage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I got back, and near enough, probably an hour after I got back, my mate was knocking on my door. Do you remember what's under your bed? And I couldn't. And anyways, pulled some fucking stuff out that we'd been doing before I went on holiday.
Yeah.
And I was like, for fuck's sake, and it's like another couple of days
really?
on it.
Okay.
And then I just said to him, mate, I need you to fuck off. And I kicked him out about 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd heard loads of stuff that it'd been like saying some bullshit behind my back and lying to me. And I was just sat there like, and it started to play on my mind. And that wound in with everything else. I was just like, nah, you need to go.
How did he take it? Was he like, all right?
He was like, come on, Uncle Shippers, and like, yeah, it were a bit wank of me at the time, but
I love that.
I later found out that like I'd been through some like horrible stuff in the army and that. And I conversed with him about it, and like really got into some deep stuff. And he lied that he'd been in the military. And I know everybody tells white lies, but that's
big.
It's a no with me. And
I see it in America. Do you know when they go around with the uniforms on, and then
stolen valor?
People come up to them and say, "Mate, I'm in the army." That that's not even a badge. Like, what you're doing.
Yeah.
I've seen it, and it really infuriates me. And the only way of compassion I've got is like, that person must be really fucked in the head. Like, they must be like desperate for attention in some way.
Poorly. Yeah. You see some of them that are a bit mentally challenged, don't you? Which is
and you have to have that look. You do have to try and go, okay, like, this guy's hounding him now, and this is just a person that's poorly. I like the way you said it.
That's fair enough. But when it's somebody acting all like gangster and
close to
saying they're in military and that,
it doesn't make any sense, man.
No. But yeah, it was it hit me, and I was like, I rang him up and I says, tell me your army number right now, and he went. And I was like, my fucking granddad still knows his army number. Don't ever fucking speak to me again. And he hasn't. And like,
wow. But that must have just planted him. That must have genuinely just said, have you seen him change it all? Have you seen him since?
No, I haven't, no. I mean, like, people say he still hangs around Ripley and that, but I won't say his name, alright, eh?
No, I like that, but I just think you, in that moment, said something where made him reflect so much. It must have gone, what have I done? Like, it called him out on it, because most people won't call people out and stuff. They won't. We're standing in like a eggshelly place in society now. Lots of people won't speak their truth, and it's, to be honest, I've always been quite an honest and truthful person, but to actually stand up for myself now, I've learned in the last few years to go, come on, you worth standing up for, like, stick up for yourself. And you went, no, he's a twat. He said that to me and lied in front of my face, and something as big as that. I love what you did, man.
I've always been like very soft with people in my life, like when it comes to like ex-girlfriends or friends and that. I've always been too soft with everybody around me. I've always been too nice of a person to ever say anything, or but that cut me. I was like, I'm not having that. That's fucking, it proper got me, like.
So this was Operation Shippo in motion.
Yeah,
going
straight
to the
away.
gym.
I mean,
next day.
Well, yeah, I was obviously training at the time,
anyway,
but I cut the mustard a little bit more, and then I think it was about 5 months after that, I got a coach. I went down to I did some Leeds Gay Pride. I did some dancing down there, and it was a good laugh, like a bit strange. But one of the lads down there that obviously did the same thing, he won some of the shows that I wanted to go for.
Bro.
And we've stayed in touch ever since, and he got me 3rd and 4th place. So yeah.
So
Danny Gulsher.
So come on then, you get into this coaching, and he teaches you some routines. But when you go to the competition, what's the day like? Because I can't honestly imagine it. Like, is it like Crufts for people?
Yeah, pretty much, mate. Well, the big drama with it is financially, it's horrendous. First, say you're doing a 12-week prep. All your supplements, your food, your gear if you're on it, your trunks, your tan, each category, the hotel for a few days, the travelling down there. It was in Margate.
Wow.
You're talking thousands over that 12 weeks, and then it's probably about $1,000 to go down and do the actual show. The tan's 60, your trunks are 60, each category you do 60 quid. Train, hotel, it fucking adds up. And the women have to do, like, they have to have all this like extravaganza fucking wings, and you're talking like 2, 3, 4 grand for their stuff.
Wow, okay.
And the bikinis are 500, 600 quid for just a bikini. And it gets expensive. But the night before you go down and you do the athletes meet up, and they give you all your badges and that. Then you get your first layer of tan. Obviously before that you have to like shave and veet absolutely everything, because the tan doesn't stick properly if not. So you're there in all your glory. Obviously there's nothing left in your fucking body, so you stand there with pecker. But like you have to put this sock on, obviously, because it's women spraying you. And it's not much dignity involved.
Intense moment.
Then you wait for that to dry, and then you go back to the hotel room, and obviously have the last bits and bobs. Cut your water out about 6 o'clock.
What body fat would you be at this point? Where are you at in body fat?
Depends. Like you can never get it 100% unless you're dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like unless they do you an
What's like
autopsy.
a healthy body fat to be at for sort of normal person?
For a normal person to like 10, 15, 20.
And then for a pro athlete, which you are, gets
I
to...
probably got, see, I didn't get super lean. I got down to a good standard, but the best I've ever been is probably 5-6%. But some of the lads going down there, you're talking like 2, 3, 4%. And
how long can you keep your body running at that? Like,
you can't. It's
can't,
very unhealthy.
You get it to that point for that moment, and then you're back to...
Yeah, unless, like some of the lads, they've got a show next week or the week after.
Oh, yeah.
So they do keep it crisp for that.
Bloody hell.
It's insane. You walk on that stage like a zombie. Like you've got no energy. Like,
but you've got to give it
for
some
fucking
as well.
about 4 weeks before the show, you're walking around the gym like still trying to work out, and it's mad. But the actual show day, you get there bright and early and get another coat of tan. Like try and lie down as much as possible with your feet in the air to keep the water drained out your legs.
Wow,
man. Why you're having like rice crispy cakes and like there's loads of like
what does Rice Krispie? Does that like take more water
like,
away? And
no, you crackers and stuff like that. It depends what format you're using and what your coaches put you on.
Right.
But most of it's
you
like
on Rice Krispies then?
Well, no, not Rice Krispies.
Crackers,
I meant
sort of.
what they called Cracker Jack.
Yeah.
Forgot what they called.
But what does that do? Why are you eating them?
It's just carbs to keep your body fit.
Get you.
But just before you jump on stage, get a bit of one of those crackers, put some jam and peanut butter on it, and that brings your vascularity out and tightens you up.
Bloody hell.
And a sip of wine as well.
Science into
you have
this.
a sip of alcohol before you go on as well, and that brings everything out tighter and drier. It dries all your body out.
So you do know your nutrition like hand through now.
I'm pretty clued up, but no way. Obviously, every day's a school
Learning
day.
Yeah.
But, I know enough to keep me going for now.
So you say like all these bodybuilders are putting in thousands of pounds to be at this show. What would like say the number one spot get you? Like, does it reward you back or?
Pure Elite's one of the biggest federations in the UK when it comes to the fitness kind of side of things, not bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Like your PCAs and your IFBBs are the more prestigious ones.
Yeah.
But in that, I got first place in 2018, and I got a £200 tattoo voucher. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which it
you got
brilliant.
First place.
Yeah.
But that again, is knowledge.
It wasn't anything to do with the money, or
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking hell,
That's
felt
amazing.
Stupidly good.
People from all over the world doing this.
It's more Europe. These ones are.
Yeah.
But that one, first place, got my pro card.
Wow.
So it fucking felt good.
Pro card, man. And how was that process? Let's go to that. Like, when did you go, I'm going to do that competition? And how hard did you go for it and train?
Well, straight after the one where I first placed, I thought, fucking hell, that's my calling. I want to feel that feeling again, but I want to get...
I'm getting a buzz for you,
I want to get that pro card.
I'm so excited.
I mean, like... It's like in the industry, everybody's like, "Oh, you pro card chaser," and it's all right saying that, but everybody's fucking thinking it.
Why wouldn't you want a pro card?
Exactly, there's a big thing in the industry at the minute. Oh, fucking pro card this, pro card that. I don't bodybuild to get what. That's the end goal.
What's the negative? Why are people doing it like that? Have you had any conversations in your industry going?
It's just like. You get the rough with the smooth, you get sound people, and you get knobheads in every fucking field.
Yes.
Like,
she could look at it.
And they're just like they're so two-faced and like, oh god. Some of the pros that have been doing it a while, they walk around looking down the nose at every other athlete in there, and it's dead clicky, and they're in with the like the managers and the. Yeah,
and then when you come across somebody lovely, you're like, oh, thank God. It's like
it's strange.
It happens in music, man. Like people that like go, oh, you're just trying to be mainstream, or you're just trying to get on BBC Radio 1 or whatever, and it's like, why wouldn't you want to be there?
You're
like,
mad.
That's a great place to be, but they're like, oh, you're not staying true to your roots and all that. It doesn't make any sense.
So you're telling me if Frank Skinner walked in and says, you want to join me on Radio 1 tonight, they wouldn't?
Yeah, I heard people doing that. You've changed your sound just to fit this, and sometimes I get this what they're saying and they grip to it, but again, like Bill Withers, I watched a good documentary. I know, rest in peace at a minute, but Still Bill, it was called. And somebody said to him, like back in the day, like, "Oh, you're a sellout. You've just sold out." And he goes, "Right, if you've got you're selling carpets, what is the sign you want at the front of your carpet store? Sold out." And that means like you've just sold everything you've done. So like to make music that appeals to the masses, to most people possible, that's the goal, isn't it, as an artist? So I liked when Bill Withers was on about it. I was like, he went mainstream, so he spoke to more people. I loved it.
You got to stay true to yourself and be yourself, but you've got to follow the
recipe.
Yeah,
I love it.
Or you never go anywhere with it, which is fair enough if you're settled and that's how you want to play it. But like the end goal is to achieve greatness in that field, if you know what I mean. Like I didn't step on that stage to get fucking last place.
Yeah,
I wanted to fucking,
man, that's a great way of looking at it. Going in 100%, like you say.
Definitely. But I didn't. I'll admit, on the 2018 show, I slacked off massively. But the package I brought with my posing and my tattoos and everything, it just all rolled into one. The guy I was up against who got second place, he beat me in the muscle round on the next one, which clearly showed that I got the edge in the tattooed category because of my appearance and how I looked.
And it is a hell of an appearance, man. Do you get a lot of people in the street come up to you?
Yeah, I like. Oh, you've got that job I'm working at the minute. I keep getting like there's loads of foreign people, like Polish or whatever, and like this little old Polish lady come up to me. She must be 50, 60. She says, "You are very cool." And I didn't hear her at first. I was like, "Say again." And she was like, "You cool." And I was like, "Oh, thank you, bless you." And yeah, a couple of lads keep saying, "You have lots of tattoos." And
yeah, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've spent a fair amount of money on them.
Where'd you go for it? Is it Dragon
Empire?
Empire, it's called now.
Yeah.
What
Daz,
was it? Did
Daz
it used to be
Westlake.
Dragon Claw or something like that?
Well, Daz used to work for Dragon Claw,
Right.
yeah. But they just do it in the garage now. I forgot their name. Yeah, they moved out of Ripley a while back.
And he does. Has done the majority.
He's done a fair amount, but I had quite a bit of savings, so I was going in a lot. And I started booking with Kevin and Nick as well.
Yeah, okay.
And Nick likes the geometric stuff, like the all the line work and stuff like that. So I went with him for that. Daz is more like I've been a project with him.
Yeah.
So we'll go off the main ones, like my big back one and my sleeves and whatnot. And Kev, he's really good at like portraits and like artwork.
I think I've seen some of his stuff posted up, and it is
all three of them are brilliant.
And do you genuinely have to like think of you going on a stage and what tattoos you're gonna get and how you're gonna piece it all together? You sort of are like a sculptor, aren't you?
Yeah. I kind of went overboard symmetrical wise. I thought I want to step on stage and I want to have one on each of my blah, and I wanted to look the part, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
So I did rush into a couple of them. I mean, it's a beautiful piece on my quad here, but I wish I'd not got that because I want it to be Dragon Ball Z now.
Okay.
But
yeah,
it's still going to be nice. It's like a girl that's lost in the woods. She's got a teddy bear in her hand, and I want to get like some woods behind it and stuff. So it will look good.
It's such a beautiful art form. Can you remember back in the day, like people like my grandma and granddad would be like, "What are you doing with tattoos all over you?" But now it is a beautiful masterpiece. You can really think about them, invest in them, like,
and how good they've got.
Yeah,
like, you know, have you been to London Tattoo Convention or anything?
Never
like
been to anything like that. Is it incredible?
It's just ridiculous. Like there's a tattoo group called the Rat Pack, sorry, and there's 6 of them, and down on that show, all of them at the same time do a piece on somebody. 6 tattoo artists.
Mate, that guy,
this guy was fucking passing out.
Oh my life!
It was shaking.
Yeah.
He had to stop and have something to eat because he was fucking passing out on him.
So one on his neck, one on his arm.
Well, the first time I seen them, they did a full front piece. It was what's that London killer from years ago.
Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It was a scene of Jack the Ripper. Like the whole of London. It was fucking the best tattoo I fucking think I've seen in person.
You've got to commit to that as well. You've got to go if you're getting that done.
2 full days with 6 fucking tattoo artists on him. And then the next year I went, he was doing his back.
The same guy.
Fucking mad
get
bastard,
enough.
mate.
What's it called when you love pain? It mechanism.
Fucking
Something.
mental bastard.
Mental bastard. Yeah, that's it.
But no, mate, I tell you, like down there, it was absolutely crazy. Just everybody's so cool, and like you use poker chips as the drink tokens, and it's just fucking. It's
That's
just
cool,
everybody's just cool as shit down there.
Nice community.
And everybody's really nice. There's nobody walking around fucking acting.
Do you think that has the similar vibe though of clicks and or they do shit tattoos or they doesn't it feel like that?
Well, you know, like fucking what's his name? Remy, is it? You know, the fucking dead famous one. What's his name?
I've heard of it. I know where you're talking about.
I can't remember his
No.
name. Rami or whatever. Anyway, he's a dick.
Okay.
He's like, you know, the really famous ones.
Yeah, that's
They won't
interesting.
take pictures with you and that.
Oh,
like,
really? That's annoying.
but everybody else
Just got
is
fed
wicked.
up of
like.
it. Like, oh,
I
I've
suppose,
done my
but
thing.
like,
You've got to keep your humility and humble side to you, haven't you?
and you get, you know, the really famous women, like artists and that.
Yeah.
They walk around like in fear of the whole place. Like people are gonna, I don't know. They act really weird. Like, you know, the ones with like stupid, like all the lips and the fucking tongues done.
Okay, yeah, I know that.
God,
that's
there's some fucking freaks down there. But
that's
at the same time,
power.
you're walking around and it's cool.
All together.
I like it.
Do you get on stage there or anything? Is there anything?
Nah. I did get the Fuel Girls tearing my fucking t-shirt
Of
off
course
and
you
doing
did,
it, like
Shippo.
blowing beer on me. And
I
that.
wouldn't expect anything other, mate.
No, the photographer down there, like, noticed I had a bit of shape to me because I was wearing a vest, and they says, "Can you come back later on with a t-shirt that you can rip?"
How'd you get a t-shirt like that?
Well, I went back to my hotel room and just got one of my other t-shirts.
Oh, I thought it meant like a rippable t-shirt, like they made them to be ripped.
I ripped
a
it
t-shirt
anyway.
that you don't care about.
Yeah. It's down at the tobacco docks, and there's a big like old pirate ship like in the middle, and all glass cages, and yeah, it's fantastic. They was going to close it. This was going to be the last year, but I'm pretty sure they've just got another 5-year lease to keep doing it. So
it is what I love about you, because you will just dive into all walks of life. Like I know you've done your dancing. What dancing? It Latin dancing.
Salsa, bachata, and kizomba.
I just flick this back on me, T. Yeah, you've done your salsa dancing.
I was talking about that to my missus actually last night. I really want to get back into it, but obviously you can't touch any figure at the minute.
Yeah, but why? What makes you just go for everything? Why have you always had that as a kid? Have you always just gone, I'm gonna just jump in? Why wouldn't you?
I don't know. It's anything I've found. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like the look of that. I think, you know, when I quit drinking and everything, I didn't get the element of going out and dancing and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and as an adult, you don't really dance that much anymore either.
Yeah.
And I miss that, because it's like, you know, when I used to dance, it used to, like, I know it sounds cheesy, but you could just let go of yourself.
Lose
you know what I mean?
yourself,
And it was a nice feeling, and I wanted that back. So, one of my best friend's sisters, she used to go, and I've been mates with her since we were fucking 11, 12, and like I've known her a long time, and but she's got a bad back. She's had to have an operation on it and that, so she was steadily getting back into it, but she was advanced and I was beginner.
Right.
So
Okay.
she'd go to that class and I'd go to that, and it just went from there. And then she had to have another operation, and I carried going on my own to another one. It were a 3-hour session, salsa, bachata, and kizomba in one night. So I got really good, really quick.
That's
and
incredible.
On Wednesday nights in Revs de Cuba in Derby, they do a salsa night. Like
Right.
they push up tables out at way, and
mate.
like loads of couples go, and you just stand up and grab.
I've seen them, I've witnessed them, and like you just have partners, don't you, for a bit, and then you sort of just move into other people and partners, and I bet you loved it, mate.
And it's like, every so often you get some pissed up dickheads like at the bar in there, but 90% of the time on Wednesday nights from like 9 o'clock onwards, you know, everybody in that corner is going there to dance.
Yeah.
Whether they're on their own. You get all walks of life. You get some really old bloke that's been doing salsa since he was 20 in his 60s.
Just keeps going.
And he is absolutely phenomenal. And the way he can move a woman around is just
Do you get some trying to just pull, or is it pretty much the whole of it? It's to just dance and vibe.
I've not seen that. I mean,
that's great.
You get a couple of sleazy looking lads like grab women to do it, but then it's about the dance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they may look like that, and I'm probably judging them like
Yeah,
I
I
was
get what
talking
you're saying.
before. But no, it's all dance. It's really nice to see. But then, like you say, you'll get a group of fucking lads just who coming through Derby, like walking down the pubs, and they'll start like going in the middle, and you just like it just ruins it.
Like, what I'd like to ask though is like, because back in the day we'll talk then, like, and you were on your substances, you're having your lads time, but I really do. You've inspired me in lots of ways, and this is one definitely. You've just done you, and so the dancing thing, you just get into whatever you do, and you don't care about what people think about you. It just genuinely seems to be like, I'm gonna do me.
Yeah.
And to come from Ripley, come from Hina, come from them sort of areas where everyone's like, why are you being different? Just be like us. You should just do what we're doing. Have you had mates come back to you and go, respect to you for doing it? Or have you had mates try and like say, why are you being like that?
90% anti, 10% pro. Like,
really?
It's weird you mentioned that. I was thinking about it on the way up, how to break the mould in such a poisonous town.
Yeah.
Like Ripley and Hina and like where we're from, it's just everybody seems out to get each other. And yeah, like you say, because I don't know what it is. Like I'm the soundest person. I get on with everybody, but I've just got that persona where people don't like it because I have done something different. I'm not bodybuilding to look fucking better than somebody's. Like I'll go out. When I used to go out, it was my missus fancies you or something like that.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that to be a fucking dick. I've just walked in that pub, minding my own business with my friends, and I'm immediately his fucking target.
And it's with
attack,
yeah. It's not a way of approaching
and that
someone.
fucking like my mental health started to go down the fucking pan, and that added to it like anxiety and stuff like that. I just stopped going out.
Really?
I just couldn't be arsed with a fucking asshole anymore, and it was like I was doing my bodybuilding and that, and then when I was getting into fights and stuff, it was just backtrack you. Like you can't bodybuild when you've hurt your fucking wrist or you're walking in with black eyes and like everybody's asking you
it's weird
what's gone
that
off. And
people have that attitude around here though, to approach you straight up from the off with that sort of mentality of it could be jealousy, it could be something that's built it up, but it's not going in with a side of compassion at all ever, is it? It's just like, why are you doing that thing? You should just be like me. You should have done this. Don't be different. It's something I've definitely noticed.
That's
like,
huge
and something I've genuinely really mean this, man. You've inspired me in that way to just go. I'm gonna fully go down my path in every way.
Sure.
And if good people wanna come on board and jump down this path, let's go. Let's do cool shit together. Let's move on. And if other people don't want to get involved, like, I'm cool with that too. Like I've left them. Like that's a nice side. I really want to see people in our area doing well. Yeah. But they just
why would you not want that for anybody?
We all want to be
people
winners.
I don't like if they won the lottery or if they landed the lifetime job, or I'd be like, fucking
go
nice
on,
one,
man.
mate.
Do it. Do it.
I won't be snarling like you know, if you do anything in Ripley, people are like.
And
wanker.
I'd heard it like a couple of
mate.
people at Foundry, and I don't know their names, but they didn't really know me. But because we were a similar size, and they see you, and I'm your mate, so I'm obviously gonna stand up for you. But they'd be like, "Oh yeah, he thought he was it," or something. Not many, man. So don't take me from that, but a couple.
No,
and I'm actually like,
like,
he's bloody lovely, mate. He's actually like really a nice person. And then they'll backtrack because then they're like, oh, I thought I was trying to just make a conversation. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, but don't make a conversation like that.
Yeah.
Start a conversation with, oh, isn't he fucking big? Like, I want to get to that level. I wonder how he did that. Go and talk to him and ask him about his diet. Go and talk to him.
That's too much common sense and too nice, mate, for these people.
Just go and
they just
speak
automatically
to him like
think,
bastard.
Yeah. He hasn't worked his arse off to get that physique for that amount of years. He's a cunt.
Yeah.
And it's wank. Like, you know,
I get that, man.
Like I was saying about mates, I probably speak to like 10% of who I used to in Ripley still.
Yeah.
I know I've moved away in that, but like the true lads, like I stay in touch with, and I mean I'm not one to text and ring people anyway. I'm happy in my own company. Like me and Beer, happy up Sheffield. And,
I get loads of like shit from my mates because I've not messaged. I'm like, I don't message.
Yeah,
like I live my life, and then
Yeah.
like when we see each other, I think it's great. But until that moment, I'm probably just doing something.
Sorry, I was listening to Prince on way up here. That's weird.
Oh, yeah. The bus in the back. We've got
brilliant,
some nice characters over there. I'll take you on that later and show you it. I want to show you around the place, man.
My friend's just he's been posting some YouTube videos of his graffiti.
Oh, really? How's he getting on?
Yeah, he's really good at it. He's
Found his
I
passion.
think you'd really like to chat with this guy.
Would he like to come on the bus, you
He
think?
probably would. Yeah, I've known him since we were about 11, and yeah, he's got a good story to tell.
I reckon there's a few contacts we can chuck across to
definitely.
each other. That's
Oh
great.
yeah, and I wouldn't really necessarily go with most of my normal mates. It'd be people like Carl or like I know some really inspiring characters, definitely.
Could we get into a part of another inspiring story from yours about the when you're in the military? Because I did that. Can you remember when I took us all to Wakefield and we had a chat? You smashed it. I love that. The reason I wanted to put on that night and the reason I got into podcasts is because I love inspirational people. I love cool stories. I love people different. Number one. So you were like on the list. I was like, yeah, Shippo's on. I just think you're fucking wacky but brilliant.
I still really like appreciate
you
that.
Smashed it,
was
man. You
fucking
smashed it.
amazing that night.
And genuinely, just looking at your Instagram, I really love watching you have a rant or get involved and just say your piece because it's great. It is really great. It feeds me with something. It's like this man's got something to say. He wants to say his piece, and too many people just want to say what other people think. They're always constantly like, I want to be a part of something, so I've got to be in this clique and I've got to say their thoughts. You just go, this is what I think. Have this.
It's never been me that. I don't like the mainstream narrative. I'm dead against following like trends like sheep. It's like my biggest thing.
It puts me off people like you wouldn't believe. I just like as soon as I'm like they've started to now like want to be on board with certain things, and that's excuse the pun. But I'm like, I've noticed they say things to please you or say things to make you feel a certain way. And like I know where you're at. I know where you're at. I want real, and you're real. So I'm guessing the army was a big shaping part of your life. I'm guessing it was a huge factor to the shipper I see today.
Yeah. So it's 12 years of my life.
Flipping heck,
so
man.
Was,
There's a story
me.
there, isn't there?
Oh, it's just a bit.
Go.
Yeah. Joined in 2006. Like when Afghan was at its height.
Wow.
And yeah, from the get-go, it was straight out on the front line within a year.
When you join, like, are you with all nationalities then, like, as well, or
in training?
So training is just the British Army?
No, they do. Every so often, they'll the British Army will travel to say St Vincent, or like Gambia or wherever, and they'll do like little training packages to draw a few troops in from around the world.
Okay, wow,
and they do actually manage to get them like visaed up and passports, and they get them to join.
Sure.
It's when I was a couple of my tours actually, we had groups of St Vincent lads, and they were bang on. Some of them, the others were very lazy and couldn't be arsed off at the time, but a couple of them were really strong, like good characters, and worked hard. Most of them fell asleep all the time on stag and that, but it was good. That
it's funny though when you go around the world and do work, like because we've got the sort of English attitude to work, like you've got to be on like switched on all the time, working hard. I've worked like a hard work ethic, or learnt that, and I went to Australia, and it's so laid back there, it's just ridiculous. And there was one time, it was a hot day, really nice, but I was labouring, and I just went like, we've had a smoko, they call it, so break. And I was like, where's the boss? Like, we should be back on work like 20 minutes ago. And he was just over here asleep with his hat on. And I like nudged him and I was like, should we get back on? Are we supposed to? And he just went, have another 10 minutes. I was just like, fucking brilliant. Yeah. But it is weird. They're like, calm down, the English like work ethic. Just chill.
It's weird, isn't it? Like French people, like everything's really chilled. You know what I mean? Their work ethic compared to the UK. But UK's really fast paced, isn't it? Like everything's like
on the go.
Yes.
So when you go in, you've gone in the army. Like, what was that transition? Why did you go in the army? What?
From a very early age, I've always like that way inclined, if you know what I mean. I mean, my dad was in the TA, and he used to tell me a few stories and that. But every time I turn around, I'd be picking a like plastic gun up, and I'd be playing tracker with my friends, and I was kind of going down that path. And I left school and did a bricklaying apprenticeship for a couple of years, and then I had a bit of a set to with my college tutor. He kicked my fucking like final work piece. Like,
What?
yeah, exactly. Like
What do
somebody
you
in charge
mean?
of your assessments and stuff like that.
Kicked it?
Yeah. So I was fucking like, yeah. I'm pretty sure it got me kicked out because I was fucking in his face. He probably would have dropped me. It was fucking huge. But yeah, after that, I think it was the week after, I just went up to Notts Recruit Centre and just fucking signed up.
Right.
And then about a month later, I went down and did my 2-day selection thing, and then about a month after that, 6 months training down Catterick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was mad.
So
I love that.
When you're in the journey, what like is it like? What's the regime like? What's waking up? Your meals? I just want to know, man. I'm really interested in it.
Well, from the get-go, they've got to mould you into a soldier from from being a civilian.
Yeah.
They need to beat that out of you.
Yeah.
So straight away, you're abused. You're fucking shouted at. You're turned into like nothingness. You know what I mean? You're their piece of shit to fucking mould into back into something, and they shave your head. Like every day you've got to shave. Like everything's uniform, and everything's got to be done exactly down to the T. You've got to put smiley faces in your socks. Your clothes have got to be A4 shape. If it's a centimetre out, that's all your bed going out the window.
Seriously? Okay.
Your water bottles always like there's so much to it, and you get like very short time to eat your food. So that's like my missus was actually on about it the other day. Why do you eat so fast? It's because it's still drilled into me
In
that
the army,
you've got to get your food
nailing
down.
it. What if you don't? They just take it off you.
Well, you've got to get back on parade or whatever.
Wow.
Okay. But yeah, it's just they just break you down. In the army, if you're fit, it's a lot easier. Like if you're a fit lad and you can just shut off, because it's a mental thing, because they push you, even if you're the fittest bloke on the planet, when you're crawling like through fucking mud and you've been crawling for like fucking 40 minutes straight, your body has nothing left in it, and you just got to keep going with your mind. And it breaks a lot of the lads in the training, and they're the ones that get weeded out and they go. And
really?
then
Do they
whoever's
choose
left,
to go, or do the
most
people
of the time,
they
yeah,
say
but
you're not made for this?
if they're not cutting the mustard, they'll get rid of them.
Right.
But
You were cutting the mustard.
it was fucking. It was hard, but I thrived off it. I really enjoyed training. It was.
Do you have some like the best moments there? Like, can you remember some of the times you're like, I'm really glad that this is what I've gone into?
Yeah. Well, straight away I was just like, I couldn't let anything go by the wayside. Like I was trying to be the grey man, but I shone out because I was into my fitness and that, and I just like any lesson I tried to be the best like soldier I could be.
Yeah.
And, it was just fucking fantastic. I loved it. That was only training. I mean, when I got to battalion, it bridged out even more. It was mad. Like my first posting was down in London, like Palace Barracks, and we did Queen's duties and stuff like that.
Oh.
And like some of the lads hated it, and I fucking marching around in your number like 2 outfit. Like, and like, the Queen's there, and
did you feel a lot of like pride in that? Were you just
massively,
completely
like Tower of London, like marching around and doing
the Queen was there as well then when you're doing
St.
it?
James Palace and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
man,
like, you
that's
did like line the street for the Queen's like Jubilee and all sorts of. It was mad. Like I loved it. Like walking around Tower of London and doing the Keys Parade and that. It's a 4-year waiting list to see that Keys Parade as a civilian. And you was doing it like every night on Stag. You just had to go up and then walked over with a lantern and whose keys? The Queen's keys, and you're marching along, and it was surreal.
Do you feel there's a lot it's given you? Do you feel there's a lot of lessons, a lot of life, life lessons that it's provided you?
With that, it depends what type of bloke you are as well, I think. Because like some lads let everything go by the wayside and they just sort of mince through the career. They'll do the 4 years and fuck off.
Yeah.
But I joined because I wanted to. I was there not because I was going to go to prison or because there were nothing else for me. You get quite a lot of lads like that, and they'll never go up the ranks. And you can never get them to work. They're fucking useless. But then you know straight away the lads who want to be there because they're keen.
Yeah.
They want it, and they know all the stuff already. And
you like to think with some of them lads that like may have been going to prison or didn't know what they wanted to do. Did some of them transform though? Did you get them moments where you're like, oh, that person's actually thriving from this? That's a good experience for them.
You could see it from a mile off. There'd be like stints where there'd be dickheads, and then they'd get put somewhere. Like I'll always remember one of my mates. I forgot his name. Like Croftsy, his name was. And in A Company, he was a little shit. Always fighting. Yeah. Nightmare. Pretty good soldier. He knew his shit. But he was just a fucking nightmare around the lads. Now he got moved to D Company, like fire support company. And they moulded him into, like, they took him in and treated him like a fucking soldier. Like in the infantry, like light divisions, like companies, you get treated like a fucking dickhead. Yeah. Like, it's not a very good environment for people to thrive in. But in D Company, say you're a machine gunner or a javelin or anti-tank, something like that. Yeah. You're in like a close-knit group of lads, or say a mortar platoon. And they'll teach you like the ins and outs, and you want to be part of their team, and you want to like impress them, and it goes from there, and it fucking changed him. And he went straight up the ranks. He got corporal. I'm not sure where he's gone now, but and it just shows. I
must admit, I did know a lad who was the naughty lad at school, and he was always struggling, constantly like getting into fights, always just doing the worst things possible. And then I saw him about maybe a year ago, and I just could. Do you know what? He bit my back once at primary school. He proper bit me back, and it bloody hurt. And then I think he was doing something with the dogs in the army as well. He was looking after dogs, sniffer dogs and stuff as well. It was an amazing, cool guy actually. And I saw him a year ago, and he was just the most different of a person could ever be. I was chatting with him. He was like really articulately spoken. He was dead calm. He was like, "Yeah, I'm really sorry about biting your back as well, mate." And all the loveliest guy. And he was so passionate about what he was doing. And I was like, "Well, there's an amazing like story right there. There's somebody who's really benefited from this."
Definitely, yeah. It's it definitely moulds you into like, well, a man. Like you become self-efficient, like cooking, cleaning, everything's so uniformal. You have to become a man, like at a very young age. Well, even this is weird. You'd think the older boys when they join, like I had, when I went to Purbright, I went down there as an instructor. Yeah. And for 2.5-3 years, I took people from the first day to week 14, PT wise. Right. And you get all walks of life coming in, and some of them, the older boys, you'd think, right, he's going to be switched on. He's 20 odd. He's had a bit of life experience, but it's fucking quite often not
the opposite,
not the case. And yeah, but it's like I said, it's like whoever, what type of person you are, like it opens it up from there, kind of, and like flowers.
Got to go in with the right mindset from the off to know how to like blossom with it. If you go in with like a bit of a "I'm better than everybody else" attitude, it slaps you in the face quite quickly.
There was this lad from Cheshire who was a boxer in my training company, and got into a few fights and that because we didn't see eye to eye. And he was a fucking knobhead. He was walking around and just like beating like younger, like vulnerable
bullying,
lads up and
really.
He was gone within a few months.
Really?
Yeah.
He opted out as well, or?
No, they just kicked him out.
He was like, no, we don't.
That's not the person we want in the army.
You've really got to, as an army, like you've got to build characters, but you've also got to build team, and you've got to make sure everybody's doing their piece together. And I couldn't, in my crazy mind, I just imagine like there would be a lot of fighting, because my picture of a lot of people that go in are the ones that didn't know what they wanted to do, like you said, got into a lot of fights. So when it's all those sorts in the same room together, imagining that like just collide, I can't.
It's like a social hand grenade.
It's
like it's the army drinking and like the culture and the lifestyle in the army. You'll take a quiet lad who joins, and see, I noticed like I'm very like observant.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
like to make up.
Silent observer.
Yeah,
See what's going on.
Brilliant. Well, I don't know if I'm good at it, but I like to do it.
Yeah.
I like to observe. And anyway, you'll get like a really nice, quiet lad that any chance you get 15-minute break, he'll go and sit on his bed and read his book, and that's very rare in the army. You see somebody reading a book, it's fun.
You must go over to him and go, you read?
I was like, I like this kid. He's decent. He's very, very timid, very shy. 6 months later, he's fucking alcoholic, druggy, fucking party animal, fighter.
Okay.
And yeah, the army ethos is drinking, fighting, fucking, yeah, it's crazy.
How did you feel in that? Like, were you in your element, or were you like, I didn't expect
bit of
this?
both. I conducted my party in, you know what I mean? Like, I knew
how to do it.
Yeah, most of the time. Anyway, I'm not one of those guys that gets fucking paralytic drunk and like eyes rolling in the back of the head. And that. I just had fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was,
how did people take to you being the PT for like did you get a lot of respect for that? And
half and half. The biggest problem with it was your private soldiers and your lance corporals were all right, but any higher than that, because I was a lance corporal, when I stepped in front of that platoon, I was in charge of captains, lieutenants, sergeants, sergeant majors, and it didn't fucking sit well with them.
Yeah.
Like that, because I was the subject matter expert of that field of training. From the CO of the battalion, that was you was in charge of that lesson, and it was fucking hard to get people's like attention. Like just for instance, when you're running the squad down the road, you don't want everybody running left, right, and centre, because obviously cars are moving through the camp or whatever, and to tell a sergeant major to get back in line, and it just didn't sit well with them, and but I got it. I wasn't an idiot with it, because you just get slapped later on, like fucking they bang your heart if you fuck with them. But yeah, it was good. I mean, and like I said, I thrived off of the PT side of things, and not blowing my own trumpet, I was very good at it.
Yeah,
at PT.
I can imagine.
I just
I'd
loved
love
it,
you
and
as
I
that.
was inspired, like not inspiring. What's the word? Like I was dead creative with it. Like I think, right, fucking what? I'm going to go and sign a Land Rover out.
Like invigorative, coming up with ideas. I love that.
I'm going to go over to the MT and sign a Land Rover out, so the lads can push it up and that. Like
great idea.
I just loved fucking like making up these crazy lessons, and it was
I bet they love that though, because like
something
it's a bit annoying going to a training session and it's like, right, squats, burpees, press ups, squats, burpees, press ups, like circuit. It's really fun to get the tyre out, flip it over, push things about, and piggyback people. I had it at rugby sessions once, and I was like, oh, this is so much.
It brings you out, like, you get that fucking adrenaline rush, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm enjoying
news
this.
happening.
Like some of the lads, like, no matter how fit you were, you could see the lads who were trying and who weren't. Like, you got the overweight lads at the back of the squad, but they were working 10 times harder than the fittest guy at the front. Yeah. Because you all had to stay as one squad anyway. But they'd be lagging behind, but breathing out their arse, like red in the face, almost passing out. It was like he's working his bollocks off.
Yeah, respect.
And the guy at the front's just smiling and dawdling along. Whereas when I was running a run like that, I'd get one of the fast corporals to take the fast group at the front, and then I'd have a medium one, and then someone would take the overweight guys at the back. So I did get people working.
But they didn't stay overweight for long, did they?
You'd be surprised.
Really?
Yeah, some of the lads just couldn't shift the weight. I think there was quite a lot of times in the army where I wanted to put some ideas forward. But you just get, it's very very controlled, in a sense where, like, as a lance corporal or a corporal, if you want to push an idea to like higher up,
you've got to get to a level to actually be able to put an idea forward.
Just like things like watching people's diets and that.
It makes sense.
See some of these overweight kids in the scoff house fucking putting down 6 plates of chips and gravy and then complaining when they're like struggling on the runs and whatnot. And I went out my way for a couple of them, and says, right, come to my room tonight and I'm going to fucking sort you out a bit of a diet plan. And I just want to help a couple of them out, and some stuck with it, and others just, they weren't bothered.
Like, what would you say, how important is diet if you're training and trying to lose weight? Is it like 60% if you were to do a graph, or?
Well, it depends, because you don't need the gym to lose weight. It's all about the calorie, like energy in, energy out.
Yeah, okay.
But at the same time, obviously, burning calories in an environment does help.
Yeah.
But you don't need to go to a gym. You could go on a 10-mile walk.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you're expending your calories anyway. This notion that you need to go to the gym is daft. Like, if you're a 20-stone woman, and some fucking idiot PT puts you on chicken and broccoli 5 times a fucking day,
yeah.
and gets you in the gym.
Bodybuilding.
Do you want to be in the
exercise.
gym around all these fitness people when you look like that? It's going to be intimidating for that woman.
Yeah, man.
I had a client not long back, and she's 18 stone 7. No, 18 stone 9, sorry, and she hadn't been under 18 stone in fucking, I think she said like 5-6 years or something. And within 2 weeks we got it down, because as soon as you drop some carbohydrates out or clean your carbs up, you hold 1 gram per 1 gram of carbs, you hold 3 to 5 grams of water. So your body naturally just shifts a load of water weight straight away. So within the first week or two, your body just like gets rid of it. It's a bit of a bastard in the sense where if somebody's not used to that kind of thing, they buzz, and then third week they'll only lose 1 pound or something, because your body's naturally thinking, right, fucking hell, if I keep this up, I'll die within 6 months.
Yeah.
So it starts, like, your body's the best machine on the planet at what's the word, like, fixing problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wants to work at the most efficient level it can, and yeah, it's,
without thinking about it, it's always switched on to go, we need to do this now. There was, again, on
fascinates me.
a podcast today I was listening in, and there was a guy in the 60s, and he didn't eat for 365 days, just had water and vitamins to keep him alive, but he was, I think he was like 30-something stone, and he did a protest. Honestly, I'll show you it later, but it's just so amazing. But because he had so much fat, the body just ate this fat.
Yeah.
Like, the body was using that fat, and he didn't have to do exercise, do much, but he'd got a year's worth of fat of him, and you should see him after. And the weird thing with this guy is, there's the before and after pictures where he's in the trousers and he's pulling them, but he didn't have all the like saggy skin and stuff. Like, his whole body, everything just changed. His face shape, everything changed, and he went from that to that without all the saggy skin and stuff.
Very lucky with that.
It's really interesting. I couldn't believe it, but he just didn't eat. That was all he did.
That's normally the worst bit about somebody losing a substantial amount of weight.
Yeah, the stretch. And
the skin very rarely comes back.
I couldn't believe it. He looked like just a brand new normal person, and that was by being on a protest for a year.
That's crazy. Isn't
Crazy world, man.
Yeah.
So where are you going next with Shippo? Where are you going next with your competing? Where are you going next with everything, man? Because I missed you, dude. I've not seen you for a while.
No, I've not spoke that much, have we? At the minute, obviously, me and B have had a bit of a tough time, but things are looking up on that front. And we're just going to do us, you know what I mean? She's doing a postgraduate at the minute, which is taking up a lot of our time. She's studying like till 10 at night, and we're not seeing much of each other in that sense, but I'm helping her out. I'm asking her the questions, and we're doing a bit of studying together. But on Tuesday she's got her interview, and if she should get it. I mean, she's by far the most qualified and the most senior.
I love the relation, like seeing your relationship develop, man. Because I've known you in the past.
Lovely,
I've seen you single. I've seen you many stages, and then when you find your one, like you seem like you've really flourished in that area of your life.
Yeah, she's fucking amazing. Like, I'm happiest I've ever been, and I've known her about 3 years, but we've only been together nearly a year now, and we've done so much in that year. It's been fucking ups and downs, but.
When you've been in like some of, I'm guessing, the worst days of imaginable in an army, though, and you've maybe had bullets flying over your head, X, Y, and Z, you can probably be like, I can get through anything. Yeah. I can go through any trauma and what's the word, tribulation, trials. Is that how you feel?
A lot of the time, yeah. Sometimes I put too much of a pedestal on what I did in the army sometimes. Like it's been weird. I've thought about it a lot more recently. I'm at this job at the minute, and I've got people like running that job that I wouldn't trust like making me a drink.
Yeah,
Fucking,
yeah.
I don't know how they've got to that age without dying.
Yeah.
Because they're thick as fuck. I know it's harsh, but it just makes me think I've commanded fucking troops on the front line.
Yeah.
And I've got some fucking dimwit.
Yeah.
I know it's harsh, but
No, I know what
and
you're saying,
it
man.
really grips my shit. And be like, fucking. And I'm working with like basically we get parcels and we're just sorting them into postcodes. And the guy in front of me is 60. I think he's a bit
Gone?
yeah, he's not all there. And like we're both on a shit wage, exactly the same wage. And like in a day, I'm doing 30 cases, and he did 7 the other day.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And
wow.
it's gripping my fucking shit.
It does. It makes you angry, doesn't it, when you're in a job like that, or you're doing something where it's supposed to be a team game. Really, we're all in it together. Let's go for it. When you put in 100% all the time, and you see people around you just putting in like 20%, it really. It does annoy you. You can't help but feel a little bit let down by your team.
Yeah. It's just like I can't do it. I've spent 12 years in army, and it's drilled into me. My work ethic's like
Everybody should be at this level.
I want to. I can't necessarily slow down.
Yeah,
like,
I know what you're saying.
Fucking, and like I know all the postcodes off by heart now, so I enjoy it kind of.
Yeah,
like, thinking,
yeah.
I'm like fucking hell, I can get this one done dead quick. And yeah, and everybody else is kind of walking around like pissing off the break 20 minutes early and hiding and on the phones and getting fired. And
you put 100% in anything you do. Like I seen you at the gym. Everybody's calmed and like just doing like, I'll do a set, check out my Facebook, check out my Insta, do another set. Do I want to do these anymore? No, I'm going to go over there. You're like, I know what I'm doing. I know exactly how to get there. And you're just 100%. And then it's like, hey, Mikey, I'll come and speak to you in a minute over here. And that's,
I like it.
It's awesome. That's what you want. That's why you look the way you look. That's why you are the way you are. Like, so you're doing that job, but are you wanting to compete again?
Yes, yeah. I mean, this job is only temporary at the minute.
Can you run me a day in the life of Shippo then, with your food, like your routine, how you... Because I thought maybe during COVID, that you might be... you come here, you'd be my size. You'd be like a little skinny Shippo that I never expected. Because you not got all the gyms and X, Y and Z to go to. You might have... You got your lovely lady now, so eating ice cream every night and Netflix. But you look awesome, man. You look just the Shippo I know. Yeah. So give me your routine rundown, man.
Well, wake up. I'm doing 6 till 2 shift wise. So wake up about 5 o'clock, and before I leave, I'll have 40 grams of protein and 100 grams of carbs. I'm not really calculating my fats because most of the things I'm eating are very low in fat. And that'll be the same every meal all day, bar my pre and post workout.
Okay.
I keep it clean throughout most of the day because I'm on an off season at the minute. I have a heavy caloric meal at night, whatever it'll be. I'm not that fussed at the minute. I'm just trying to pack some size on. So then throughout the day I'll consistently eat 40 grams of protein each meal and around 100 carbs.
Do you keep it quite simple food? Is it chicken,
I'm dead easy
rice,
with that.
or?
Well, today I had per each meal I had 2 tins of mackerel.
Oh, I love mackerel, man. It's beautiful.
Tomato sauce, and that's 40 grams 2 tins, 40 grams 2 tins, and then like before I trained, a protein shake and 2 bagels, and then obviously I've just had them protein shakes then. Feel a bit sick because of the post-work, the pre-workout's fucking like. And then, obviously, whatever, I've trained back today in a bit of arms, secret location.
Nah, yeah, I'll keep it low.
I've been back at it 3 weeks because that's when I found out I could use this gym. But when I was at home, I brought some equipment and just obviously with the TheraBands and that, doing like really big sets, like 50 rep sets, and I kept everything going, but it just wasn't the same. I wasn't feeling it, and before I trained at this gym, I had probably about a week and a half off, and I was just down in the dumps with it. And then my mate sent me a Snapchat picture, sat in a gym, because I'm doing a diet plan for him at the minute, And I was like, fuck me, where are you?
Yeah.
And my eyes lit up and that. And he was like, oh, it's such and such as gym. I was like, fucking hell, get me his number.
Really?
Can I train there? And he was like, yeah, straight away. And I tell you what, I've been there nearly every day since.
Wow.
Fucking love it, yeah.
So
It's
like,
a really nice little gym as well.
When COVID isn't on, but like, is it 7 days a week for you? And is it really scheduling everything?
Not necessarily, no. I wasn't a big believer in rest, but the more and more I've researched recently, like the Dorian Yates style training, where it was you absolutely fucking destroy yourself, and then you rest, recover, eat, and get loads of sleep and that. And like Dorian Yates, 7-time Mr. Olymp. 6 or 7-time Mr. Olympia.
Nice, he's good.
Get
your information.
I'm gonna get fucking slapped for that. I should know that. Yes, 4 times a week. Sometimes he was training. Not 6 or 7.
What was his off days then? Literally just rest.
Just rest, and he was like the first mass monster on the scene. Like and he was so crisp and dry, and like he just took the bodybuilding like industry by storm. They called him the Shadow because he'd train underground until a couple of weeks before the show, and then surface and win for 7 years in a row.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that because he didn't want people to see what he was up to, sort of?
Yeah, he liked being away from the public eye. And he's definitely.
I think I've seen
his work
pictures,
ethic
man.
is probably like my favourite bodybuilder, and how he is like.
The thing with bodybuilders, most of them, I'd say all the ones I've seen, just checking out on YouTube, but they always have like a really good mental attitude as well, and you really do have to have that, don't you?
Definitely,
to get to an elite level, you've got to push your body through things it just doesn't want to do on a daily basis.
Like I was saying earlier on, your body is constantly fighting you. Your body doesn't need this muscle, and it will get rid of it as soon as it possibly can, because it's just burning calories.
Yeah,
it doesn't need it. And if I have 2 weeks off of training and go back to a normal diet, I drop down to about 11, 12 stone in a matter of weeks.
Wow.
Where other people all get fat.
Yeah,
my body just. I'm such a hard gainer. Like couple of lads I've trained in the gym, within 6 months they're my size, and it fucking hurts. Like, my feelings, like I get fucking angry with it, because I've put so much into this. And you get some people, they can train for a few years and they can be 250 pounds within a few years. And like someone like Lee Priest, I don't know if you've heard of him.
No, I've not heard Lee Priest.
He never won the Olympia, but he's one of my favourite physiques. And he, at 16-year-old, he was, well, I think he won his first show at 13 or 14, and his physique at 16, 17, 18, 19 was one of the best in the world. And he looked like a mature 20, 30-year-old bloke. His muscle mass was, it just could put weight on. Stupid.
Because I know it's something
just fucking unfair.
It's not like I don't necessarily like the shape I'm so much now, but I like the just feeling of healthy. I've never thrived for looking a certain way too much. I just like to look in the mirror and go, that's all right. Yeah. But seeing the weightlifters and bodybuilders and proper people at your level, it's something I just look at and I'm like, wow, look what you can get to. Like, look what humans are capable of. And I love people in all lines of, because I've got different passions and things I've put more energy in. I like gyms to feel good and give my mind a rest, and loads of reasons why I love the gym. But then the guys like you have taken it on that step and gone, no, this is my passion, this is what I want to do for my life. I want to make my body as incredibly like powerful and muscular as it can be. I look at it with so much admiration, like respect, like that's just incredible. Yeah,
it's a weird thing. I tell this story all the time. Some kid came up to me, I think it was Foundry actually, and he's like, "You love it, don't you?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, clearly, man. I've just it's my thing, you know what I mean?" And he says like I can't get that into my head. Like I don't like coming here. I'm coming because he was a skinny young lad, probably 17, something like that. And I says, like, what do you like doing? Like, what's your passion? And he says rugby. And I says, well, like, picture you playing rugby, or a kid who loves football or anything like that. This is what my training is to me. I walk in this gym, well, hours before the gym, I'm thinking, fucking, that's
Can't
it.
wait to
and
get
I'm
in there.
playing it through my mind, thinking, right, I'm going to do this and that. And and I wake up thinking of the gym, and it's just my shit. And people don't see that; they see the gym as like a chore.
Yeah,
and it's very much like the opposite to that.
And
to
like
me.
people like you, they see you and they like think, oh, vanity aspect, he's just doing it for X, Y, and Z. And it's like, no, honestly, that guy just actually loves it. Like the way you love partying, or the way somebody loves that guy's found his thing.
Yeah, it's an hour and 20 round trip to that gym after I've done an 8-hour shift.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't give a shit. I'm driving
love
there
hearing
thinking,
people
fucking
like
sound,
that.
I'm having my pre-workout. I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, it's go time. And I'm already thinking about what sets I'm going to be doing. And
Are pre-workouts, like, would you recommend them? Are they good for you?
100%,
Like,
yeah. The more you take them, the more, not so much damaging, but like your system will start like getting used to it.
Yeah,
and like your sensitivity to stuff, or like they're not massively good for you, but
do you try and have them around a workout that you want to really smash? Like, say if it's a heavy leg
I'm
day.
a fiend for them.
just
I'll take them
smacked.
most of the time I train. I'll have one.
Did you ever have that lift shit?
Shit.
It was at
Yeah, I think
Foundry.
I
It
have,
was
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Honestly, I remember this story. Like, I had it in the day. It's first time, and I should have noticed the sign that it's called lift shit, but because I did as well, and not good. But I was just like had that, and I was having a come up, but like I was sweating, and then I was getting jitters, and I had a date after that. It was about 2 years, maybe 3 years ago, and I went for this date. It was in Derby, and she thought I was on drugs or something because I was just shaking, and maybe I was on drugs really, but I was doing everything. I was like, I'm really sorry, I've just had this lift shit. She was like, nah, I'm not seeing you again.
Yeah, see you, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them, and like with pre-workouts, people hear, "Oh, double scoop it." Like it's a big fucking thing. Like, if you're not like well versed in the art of
I've heard
pre-workout,
double scooping it, to anybody that doesn't know, is getting 2 scoops of this mad stuff. Like 1 scoop should do you and set you fine. But
sometimes like you should have half a scoop. Like some of them are.
yeah.
I never have myself. Like I've always gone balls out with it. But like some people, they'll double scoop just as they're going into Foundry, and they'll fucking palpitate. Like they'll go red raw, all the face will be tingling, and you won't get a good workout.
No, it doesn't make sense.
It puts you out of breath, and
you want to get to a level, don't you?
like Rich Piana stuff, 5150 it's called, and that blows your fucking tits off. But I still double scoop that, and just the amount of powder I had in fucking day, I fucking pre-workouts fuck all.
So for somebody like me then, Shipman, sorry that I'm trying to nick information from such a sports athlete right
It's
now.
all good, mate.
But like, say I just want to, tone down a little bit, shape up. A lot of my friends at the minute are like, oh, I can't do any workout or gym. And I'm like, mate,
You've got the earth.
stick on a workout on YouTube, or write one down, get in your living room, do dips on the seat. There's always a way. You can walk, you can do that. So I've been doing that, and I feel it really help. Like doing little routines like drinking water in the morning, doing them workouts, that's cool. But what about my diet and stuff like that? What would be a good ground? Like, I don't want to get too crazy. Just like nice.
To go into it, I'd need like more details
About
anyway.
me.
But
So is it always like you've got to just like the reason personal trainers exist is because it's always the individual.
Definitely,
You've got to
100%,
think of genetics. You've got to think of what they intolerances are, what they work well on, what they don't. There's so much
what they do
behind
as a
it.
job, are they sedentary, like office work, or are they active, like bricklayers or whatever? And a lot of things come into play: age, height, waist, female, male, and you've just got to, whatever you're doing now, if you tighten things up, and you know yourself, I have a snack at night, or whatever, like, which is fair enough, and you can do that, but that snack could be topping you over your calories.
Yeah.
Or if you want that snack, cut out your potatoes or your rice, or take a little bit out of it. People think that if they have a chocolate bar, the fucking world's going to end, or if they have carbs.
Yes, man.
And it's like the way people have got twisted. But the information's out there if you just go online and search for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people, it's fucking important what you put in your body.
Yeah.
And you'd think, like, say somebody who's 40 years old, they've never stepped in the gym, they've never been on a diet in their life. It just seems alien to me that they don't know that food will do this, and it is crazy that something so important is just passed to one side.
What would you say, like, for the normal, I keep putting in quotes again, but for the normal majority of people that do just want to tighten up on it, what's the biggest misconception of, like, they eat too much? Like, are they just smashing down carbs, which ain't really great for them, or do you know what I mean by that?
Well, it's not so much carbs, because balanced diet is carbs, proteins and fats, and they're all fine in moderation. A lot of it is, let's go with this one. You wake up in the morning, do you want to eat a fucking donut and Doritos?
No.
You don't, do you?
No.
Nighttime snacking is your biggest fucking, like,
yeah,
it's the biggest one.
Yeah.
So
do you know why that is? Sorry, just to only to do you know?
It's just you're chilled out, you're comfy.
Yeah,
you
your brain sort of just goes into relax mode. When you relax,
and it's the time you might be at work all day. And it's weird, isn't it? You don't wake up thinking, fuck.
No.
Well, you might want to fry up, say, if you've been on the piss or something.
Yeah.
That's different. But yeah, on a daily basis, and time as well. If you work down in London and you're a busy businessman, and you don't get a chance to, like, well, if it were me, I'd be prepping my meals at night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if they're a busy bloke,
convenience food and stuff like that,
like ready meals or
I get
quick,
you.
I'll go and get something
Quick
from
fix.
the shop, and that can, like, be detrimental. But, like, for the average person, it's just have some self-discipline.
Yeah.
You know full well if you're waking up, just something like, I know this is a fucking stupid fact, but it's something that sat in my mind, and I always say it to people. It's a bit stupid, but one brew a day for a year, full fat milk to green milk, like, on average, is 17,500 calories over the year. Just one brew. Like, that's on an average. They did, like, a fucking, like, study of it. So if you think of stuff like that, switch from blue milk to green. It's just bits and bobs.
Really
sauces over a week.
I'm bad with sauces, actually.
Like, it can add up to, say, another 1,000 calories, and a massive one with, like, the general populace is, they'll say they'll be good on the diet for the week, and say 2,000 calories a day for 5 days. They'll hit 10,000 Saturday and Sunday on top of that.
10 beers,
and they think,
kebab.
oh, I don't know what's happening with my diet.
It makes sense, man. Yeah.
Because 6,000 calories plus 10,000.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a big thing on that. It's that people just miss the fact that as well. Say you go out on Friday night, you've hit your calories plus you're drinking, say, another 1,000, 2,000 calories. You get into the kebab shop, you're eating another 1,000, and then the next day you're hungover, so you eat crisps and chocolate and shit, and then you think, oh, fuck it, I'll go out for afternoon session. It just, in a weekend, you can double your weekly calories, like, really easy, and people don't see it, and that's how they stay the same or they get fat.
It is fascinating to think of that way, and just like you just said, little habits and little traits, not getting them bits in, not getting, like, the snacks into, like, if it's not in the cupboard, you're not going to have it. So
exactly.
That's a really good one. I mean, chocolate's my one. Chocolate's my crux. Like, and then I've tried to just, even little bits, like, get, down he goes. It was all planned.
Breeze is lovely.
We had, just switching, like, the nice chocolates we usually get, and I just got an 85% dark chocolate in at the minute, and I'll have a square of that a night instead, and I get my fix, but I don't feel like I've killed myself too much, and it's a nice little habit to start weaning off of and trading.
Definitely. But something like dark chocolate, it's got like, good properties in it for certain things.
I've
like
heard
a lot
that.
of bodybuilders will put dark chocolate into the protein and oats to get their fats.
Okay.
And like I was saying before, if you know that night, say it's a Thursday night, and you know you and your missus just trying to wind down and you want a pizza or something like that, if you are trying to diet, think, right, let's get a medium or a small and have a couple of slices each, done. Or if you are having a big portion, just say to yourself each meal, right, keep your protein up, because protein's, like, the most important one.
Sure.
Keep your protein high each meal, and forget about that. But your fats and your carbs, bring them right down, because then you're collecting up these calories throughout the day,
sense.
And then at night you get a bit of leeway with your pizza.
Yeah.
You will go well over if you're having, like, obviously fatty cheesy
Go
pizza,
crazy.
pepperoni pizza, but you've cut out a certain amount of carbs and fats throughout the day,
Yeah.
so you can allow yourself sort of to
Yeah,
have that
yeah,
treat.
yeah.
And as long as the next day you get back on, you do your 10,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
Like, just walk. Like, you've got a couple of dogs here. Walk your dogs. It's people just don't see that as any expenditure. But even me moving my arms right now, it's calories burned.
Yeah.
And people think they think too much into fitness and nutrition. It's pretty simple.
And it puts them off doing it then, because they've overthought it. And rather than just doing them little bits where you go and walk the dog, you just have a glass of water more a day and do the little bits first. They think, no, I've got to do all or nothing. So I've got to get...
They're confusing it so much. And all these twat PTs online now, they're on about mitochondria and fucking like all these stuff they've started to come out with your what body type, what blood you are.
I get you.
And it's just, these things will fine tune an athlete.
Yes, I get you.
Like fucking apple cider vinegar and like they're brilliant for somebody like me in the morning for digestion. It's like a health shake. You have it with your greens and all your supplements and stuff like that, which is fair enough because it's the extra cherry on the cake.
Yeah,
or
I get
whatever.
you. Definitely.
Like BCAAs and stuff like that. An average person, I don't even need them. They don't really work to such an extent.
Yeah,
it's
I get you.
It's for protein synthesis. But amino acids and BCAAs, like they work different. It's fucking complicated. But yeah, basically they're not needed unless you're at a certain level. And the amount of times I've had fucking people ask me for a diet plan, and they straight away, what supplements do I need? And I'm like, supplements are to supplement your diet. You know what I mean? You do not need these. And they're like, what fat burners shall I go on? And it's just like, fucking, you're alright, I don't want to fucking train you. I'll be alright. Nah.
Well, Shippo, I know you got places to be, man. I always say that, and I'm like, home like, at the minute. But this has been a genuine pleasure, man. I've really enjoyed this. You're amazing. You are wicked.
You too, man.
Keep doing your thing. Keep on inspiring, because you inspire me, man. Just being you. That's the thing I'm going to take away the most from you, is like, just be you.
Happy days, man.
Where can people find you?
Shippo36 on Insta. Don't do Facebook anymore. Just
Shippo36.
on Instagram.
Check him out.
I'm not really a social media person these days, but I will be when I start to get back into my
catch the journey.
Competing next year, maybe.
Beautiful. Well, honestly, it's been a pleasure having you on here, brother. This camera's gone now, so I'll talk to it anyway. But I'll put a little. We've got that doll at the back. I've got a little Mikey doll, and I put him here, and he gives us a little wave out. But thank you very much for being here, guys. If you're still listening, hello, have a good one. Big love. Old Farm Back of the Bus sessions. Keep in touch. Peace out. Shippo, you're a top lad.
Mate, thank you.
Big love, man.